Well, friends, good evening. This is again for paper 7, part 3 on SEBI. And then we will now learn about the penalties for failure and default and contravention under the SEBI Act. That is very severe and heavy. Sections 15A to 15JA under chapter 6A deal with this particular subject matter. So you download the enactment, go to this. So one definition securities. I have given the references, you follow. Second, the functions and powers. Sections I gave, you make out a notes, remember, there is no substitute. Third one, the contraventions 15A to 15JA, chapter 6A. This is how you have to study. Then the penalties are imposed not only where the corporates don't comply with the orders of SEBI issued under section 11 to 11D 12A, as I have already narrated in my part 2. Now the penalties are concerned, the penalties are towards failure to furnish information under section 15A, failure by any person to enter into an agreement with clients under 15B, failure to redress investors' grievances under 15C, defaults in case of mutual funds under section 15D, failure to observe rules and regulations by asset management company under 15E, then the penalty is 1 lakh for each day during which such failure continues, or 1 crore, whichever is less. If it continues beyond 1 crore, 1 lakh, 100 days, then it will be 1 crore. Because it is during the failure where each day that is counted. Now under 15F, I have covered up to 15E. So read section 15 under these provisions. 15F, for failure to issue contract notes, penalty and all that, it is not exceeding 5 times the amount for which a contract note was required to be issued. Now change it to 1 lakh or more. In the same way, the penalties have been narrated with regard to 15G, minimum 10 lakhs, maximum 25 crores. That is with regard to insider trading. 15H, that is acquisition of shares and takeovers and non-disclosure. 15HA, fraudulent and unfair trade practices, it is 25 crores or 3 times the amount of profit made out of which such practices took place, whichever is higher. Of course, here 10 lakhs is stipulated. Subsequently, 10 lakhs or 25 crores. So this is how you have to make out, my dear friends. And then the power to adjudicate is under 15I to an officer, adjudicating officer who is at the rank of division chief. He is called adjudicating officer. Then friends, in this part 3, we have studied about the penalties. Once penalties are imposed, what would be the recourse? The recourse is under sections 15K to 15Z. 15K to 15Z, chapter 6B, with regard to Securities Appellate Tribunal. So the central government is empowered to establish a Securities Appellate Tribunal, and it consists of a presiding officer and 2 other members. And then this particular tribunal is provided under depositories, SECRA, then SEBI, all the 3 legislations. And then the powers are, of course, naturally the same. Any of the issues arising out of, say, depositories, SEBI and SECRA will be routed and then come to this particular tribunal for final adjudication. And then section 15U stipulates the procedure and powers, the same powers where civil courts ruled out, not applied, not applicable, but the CPC applies with regard to enforcement of witnesses, notices and such thing. Otherwise CPC in letter and spirit does not apply. Then every appeal must be filed within 45 days from the date of receipt of the copy of the order under the above mentioned sections. penalties, etc., which we have seen. There was an amendment here in 2014 in this regard, and 2014 amendment also you are supposed to take into account. After 2002, I already told you, 3 the regulations. Now, the Amendment Act in 2014 also must be taken into account. Then, friends, civil courts are born under 15Y, and under section 15Z, an appeal is directly provided to the Supreme Court against the orders of the tribunal. The appeal must be filed within 60 days from the date of communication of the decision of the tribunal and on any question of law, and Supreme Court can condone a delay of maximum 60 days only, but not exceeding 60 days. So, friends, the right of representation is given to lawyers, chartered accountants, company secretaries, and then the cost accountants, 4 categories of professionals. So please read these provisions. You can get a question on functions or powers, or functions and powers together, or functions, powers separately, and securities appellate tribunal. These are all the major topics, or the penalties. Penalties also has to be remembered here. This is a very simple legislation, very easy for you to, in fact, the only thing is do a little exercise to remember. Then under section 16 to 35 are miscellaneous provisions contained under chapter 7, that is rule making, and then earlier there was an appeal to central government that has been removed now, and then regulations, rules which are to be placed before the parliament. So all these things have been stated under this miscellaneous provision. So basically, definition, securities. Securities could be asked under the SECRA or under SEBI. Under SEBI also, whatever is stated under SECRA has to be followed. Then the functions, powers, I have already told you, given the sections. Then the penalties, I have given the sections. Lastly, the Securities Appellate Tribunal, I have given the provisions. Based on this, make out your own notes and then you study thoroughly. Download and study 3-4 times, very easy for you to remember. So friends, with this we conclude our discussion on SEBI Unit 1. Now under Unit 1, there is one more legislation, the Securities Contracts Regulation Act, which I will take up separately in another episode. For the time being, for today, good night. All the best. Thank you. Stay safe and then stay healthy and then stay free of all kinds of diseases. Thank you very much. Good day.